Video game flash fiction. This is a timed writing game where I will select one of these Atari 2600 cartridges, slot it into the Atari 2600 console, play the game, and write an original flash fiction story within this time on this clock. To be able to make this a game, more of a game that is, I'm going to randomly select one of those Atari 2600 cartridges in games with this dice. It's a 6-sided dice. I have 6 columns from 1 to 6. Here's the dice roll. We'll go with 2. We have column 2. Now from bottom to top, let's select the roll with the dice. 3. Third from the bottom. And what do we have for today's video game flash fiction story? We have something called California Games by Epix. Here is the cartridge art. It's a little old, it's got some stain on it. And then here's the front right there. Yeah, you can see that stain, but hopefully this thing still works. Maybe we'll have to clean it. Maybe I'll have to pray to the Atari gods. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. 1988. Steve. Okay. We got some palm trees. Epics by M. Peter and Steve. Well, okay. I press the button. Wow, we have a whole selection of California games for today, it seems. We have Epix, Del Mar, Jet Ski, Santa Cruz, OP. Oh my god, I remember Ocean Pacific, was it? Casio, Ozzy, Spingem. Okay, I don't know what exactly this means, but let's go to Epix. I don't know. I'm just going to select all these. This is kind of cool. Oh my heck, is this what I think it is? Oh my god, this is cool. Wow. Oh my god, this is hacky sack, man. Oh boy. I'm gonna hit it with the head somehow. That's kind of cool. Oh, I had to move over. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that jump thing. I don't need to do it. Oh, you get more points for every one you do after? Is that how? Oh, jeez, come on now. Or the other foot, I don't know. Oh, there's my headshot. Boom, I love it. Okay, I might just be playing this game the entire time. To hell with the story. I don't get, is this just hacky sack? What's Del Mar? I thought I was in Epix. Do you just play hacky sack? Oh my god, did you see that? Well, that was cool. Oh my god. Let's do this. Let's do this, yo. Let's hacky it up. I think hacky was the brand name? And then people got pissed off when I was growing up and you played SEPA because it's a different type of woven. Man, I'm killing it. All right, I gotta see something here. Oh, wow. Is this like skating? This is the coolest game ever. Oh, I fell. I wonder if I gotta like do something. Pulled the trick. Okay. Okay, so we got skateboarding. Oh my god, and then we got downhill like mountain biking. This is 1988. Let's go. Oh my god, that is so cool. Oh, this is one of the coolest games ever, I gotta say. Oh, come on, why am I... Okay, get over that, get over that, boom. Oh, what the fudge, man? Oh, it's mud. Man, whoever made this game, they're geniuses. I can see why they put their name on this. Oh, do I not want to flip? Like... Okay. I just can't kind of... Alright, I'm going to check out the... What do we got here? Oh my god, is this surfing? Oh, this is crazy. Well... Okay, so we got the wave behind us. That's not too bad. Like, you know, I mean, for the amount of... Like, way to go, Epics. This is a lot of different sort of games. Graphics for an Atari 2600 game. Alright, so what's the next one? Epic's jet ski. I want a jet ski. What is that? So if I select it and I hit done, does that mean I'm going to play jet ski? No. It's that. It's that. I want jet ski, man. Maybe I have to like deselect the rest or something? Let's try that. I don't know what the story is going to be. I mean, it's going to be about hacky sack. Like, I'm going to use my non-fiction experience with hacky sack, aka also known once upon a time as SEPA, once people realized hacky was a brand name, if I recall. Man, I've lost my mojo on the hacky. Oh, I should have moved over and I jumped instead. Oh, I love that. Oh, man, I keep pushing up thinking I'm going to lift my knee. But that's not what happens. I'm going to finish this hack. It'd be cool if you could have, like, 2-player. This is too much fun. All right, I should write a story. California Games. Wow. I think they make a winter games. I don't know if I played that one yet, to be honest with you, because I just remember the cartridges are the same when I was purchasing these to be able to do video game flash fiction. This is an awesome game. Shout out to the creators of this back in 1988. That was a while ago. And given the amount of like programming, I don't know how I like the sound a little bit. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit right now. We'll get jamming wider. I should probably raise my voice a little bit. I feel like I've been mumbling. I've been enjoying this game way too much, so let's get my voice up just a little bit higher. Maybe. Just kind of excited right now. I don't know how to spell California. Oh, there we go. California games.txt. Okay, so we have California Games. I mean, there's so many dang games, though. I gotta try to, like... Oh, wait. It's a jet ski. How's this jet ski? I guess it's, I mean, I'm cool with it. I like what it is, but now I see what they meant by jet ski. How do you do a trick? I'm getting sucked back in. I only got like... Oh, man, I rotate the handle. That's kind of cool. But I don't know how to like speed up. Oh, and if I do it too long or hold it too well, let's try that again one more time. Okay, well, hey, I got some points. So they had mountain biking, they got skating, they got surfing, they got hacky sack for the California Games. Skateboarding, rather. Let's see, growing up, what can I pull? Because this is like back in the day. No one, I mean, people still kick some sort of thing on occasion. I'm just not in those crowds anymore. I'm sure if I was on a soccer team, I'd be kicking whatever they're calling the hacky sack these days. Maybe not. It'd be a soccer ball, so I could be more cool, right? I would, at least, because that's the thing I'd be playing with on the field. Though the hacky sack can you earn you precision when you're doing your kicking and foot control, so you'd probably want to mix it up a little bit. That's a side story we don't need to get into. As far as like that, I've got experience, so I can pull some sort of nonfiction to help along with that story. But this is flash fiction. Flash fiction is going to have like 800 words, and there's 4 sports. It's called California Games. I've never surfed before. I've done some biking on hills, but not quite like that downhill mountain biking that I saw there. I have done skateboards, and I knew people that could do the half pipe or quarter pipe really well, but I myself could never drop in. I never got that far. Like, dropping in is harder than you think until you actually do it. You gotta like trust yourself on your balance that you're gonna hit, and then lean into it before you fall and smack your head on the board. And then that happens. And then you get concussed, and back in the day, it was just, why are you acting weird? Looks like I got my head slammed right into this hard board. Like was it called miter board? It could have been. I mean, I kicking the little hacky sack, a little SEPA around was a thing. I think I did it before a lot. Like, it was the thing we did before playing Dungeons and Dragons. We'd all meet in back of a backyard of someone's house. And this was when I was around 16, 17. I knew older people who were about 22, 23. But when I was growing up, you could have a little bit more than a minimum wage job and actually buy a house. That's not the case anymore. This was the 80s. You could put a down payment with pocket change. Not anymore. So they had a house, and we played Dungeons and Dragons there. During the summers, fall, spring, we'd go in the backyard and we'd sit around and we'd kick the hacky sack. Yeah. And then we'd play Dungeons and Dragons. And it has nothing to do with California Games. California Games, you're still in the sun and kicking the hacky sack, so I can at least draw from that experience. Maybe use that for this. Maybe it's going to have to be about around the hacky. That's the first one you play here. And maybe that's just it. The person's like, I don't know. I got to somehow encapsulate all these things. Excuse me. What's weird, though, is like, this is the prime flash fiction story basis, which is a game. Why game makes for a good flash fiction story is because you have few words in flash fiction, so you have to set up your conflict and your resolution really, really quick. First sentence, if possible. And with that first sentence, you can at least write into the end, the resolution. When you're having a game, since I'm using these to inspire it, that is your conflict, and the resolution is the game ends. Who wins, who loses, and maybe nobody loses. And it could be about other things too, but at least you got your main plot point, which is the game. Yes. Um. Oh, this is gonna be like a super. Yeah, I think I did summer games. They did a summer games one, and that is in this book right here. Yes. In that one, I had one person play all the sports up till they failed. I think it was the hurdles and swimming. Um, I really just kind of want to skateboard. How, like, they got to gamify it with something called Summer Games. I got an hour and 14 minutes left. And I got to write a word. At least something. Summer Games. It's going to be person. This is the 80s. We'll do the rule 4 male. 1, 2 female, 3, 4 male, 5, 6 day. I rolled a 4. It's going to be male gender character going through these games. I got the little Hollywood sign in the background there too, so it's sort of puts the setting. I wonder if like the first one is the redwoods. Like I don't know what the. I mean, if you get higher up, you'll get more points. Anyway, I have to write a story. I'd like to play this game the entire time, and maybe that's video game flash fiction for today. I'm just my mind right now is not wanting to go the sport route. And if I didn't do that, it could be like California games in Utah. Yeah, I remember there was a joke when I grew up in Utah is that how did you know someone was from California? They told you. Like how they told you when they introduced themselves. I think that is how it went, and it's true. At least back in the day, because we had a lot of people moving from California to Utah. Not that I don't mind Californians, nor Utahns, but you know, when you're young, in your early teens, you're a little territorial. It happens. My territory now is this mines and this story, and I don't have any. I don't. Maybe it could be about somebody. Man, this is gonna be hard. Can I fit in all the games? The surfing, like maybe I'll get a concussion on the board. I think that's what I'm gonna have it do. I never, and maybe that's why I never learned to drop in on a ramp, because I never was willing to like take that fall. I'd be too cautious, and therefore like I would drop in, it wouldn't work, and I'd just walk off it and run down. I feel like if you truly want to learn how to drop in on a ramp, you're going to have to like fully commit to yourself that if you mess up, you're going to land, slam your face or your head into the ground. Your knees, yeah, they're going to hurt. And you're going to want to wear those elbow pads, but you're a teenager and you don't want to seem weak, so you don't do it. Like I remember the one kid that used the helmet and the elbow pads. I wouldn't say he was made fun of, but there were some comments from some people, not the good people, because the good people were like, hey, like it hurts. It's better to be skating with pads than not skating at all. You know, you're going to get on your board. It's crazy. At the back of someone's yard, where the ramp was, it was like a quarter ramp. Another person had a half ramp. But hell, I wouldn't even on the quarter ramp, wasn't that. This was a half pipe. The other one was a quarter pipe. So the drop in wasn't that far, and your fall wasn't that hard. But still, that board solid and unforgiving. Let's say this person's yeah, maybe that's it. maybe it's we should like what's a name? Like a generic or name I haven't. Let's not go generic. Every name's in a way generic, unless you're getting really interesting with the spelling, and then you're just trying to act like an off-brand. What's a name I haven't used recently? I feel like I haven't used Sean. And like Sean's like Sean. Let's go with that Sean. That seems more like the American Sean. It's definitely, if I was to have this, and it's probably going to be placed in Utah. And if I were to have this, that's how you would spell Sean. If you were from California or born and raised in Utah. In fact, I know a couple Seans. Well, I know of them now. I'm hoping they're still alive. They seemed like good people. I didn't really know them that well. So we got California games and Sean. I think they're going to be around the quarter pipe. This is a half pipe in the video game. And I can't do a trick. And there we go. I gotta like move the handle. Okay. They're gonna be playing some hacky sack. Because that is the first game here. I mean, this is one of the coolest games ever. I think this probably came out with a Nintendo. I may have actually remember a different branded version of this. But for the Atari, I gotta say, this is impressive. I've never played this. Oh, come on now. I lost my mojo. There we go. There we go. There we go. Knee it. Oh, I wanted to knee it. I should knee it. There we go. Header. Knee. Side foot. Oh, wow. That is cool. You can like do the... Man, that's tricky though. Like, how do you even get that? Look at that. It's like the Atari 2600. You can play hacky sack. Do some headers. I wish I could do the backflip there. I think they're going to be playing hacky sack in this game. And they're going to be talking about doing something called California games. They got a quarter pipe. Because I've got at least experience. Like, the only thing that I've never surfed before. I've gone down fast on a mountain bike on a hill in a trail, but I've never surfed, so I don't know how that'd be their imagination. Okay, so Sean's gonna be Sean idea. But if I guess what's the conflict though? I mean, what's going to be resolved? I have no idea what's going to be resolved. Yeah, I know. You're giving me the music saying I'm boring. I think they're going to have to be the entire... This will start off with them kicking the hacky sack. We'll call it a hacky. I think that's probably the more popular term globally, which probably changed to something else like small ball kick or something. And then I can introduce each character when they have the hacky, and then it ends with the hacky hitting the ground. And then this entire sort of scene that we've been playing is what they're imagining they could do it, and how they could figure out having each of these games. It's going to be definitely character and dialogue driven, and I probably want at least 3 characters. That's a lot. And this, because this was like back in the 80s. Like, I didn't know, this is going to be gendering a thing, but there are very few girls when I was a young boy that played hacky sack. In fact, I can think of 0 times. Because it was still a bunch of teenagers being awkward, going through puberty. Yeah, so I think there's going to be 3 like teenagers imagining this game, playing hacky sack. So we have Sean's toe tip. What the hell is that? Like toe tip rolls? Slaps. And is it hacky with a Y like that? We'll go with that. Like, I don't think it's like saying your hacky is so Sean's toe tip slaps the hacky. Because that's kind of what you have to do when you're let's face this thing. I like how you have to face it. That's programming right there. This is like 4 games in 1, in my opinion. Especially for the Atari. Not that I'm hating on the Atari, but hell, programming for this thing and the amount of memory you have to store it. Phew, good luck nowadays. Let's go for this. So Sean's toe tip slaps the hacky. Rolling it on his foot. The tip top of his toe. And he kicks, and he I guess he like slaps. Oh, excuse me. No, they've got the sounds again. Might as well. They're kind of jamming. Are they like the sounds? Oh, I think they're the sounds that tell you this is about over or we're bored. Oh my god, how did I do that? I dig the, that's what they're going to be wearing. They're going to have a crew cut, flat top. Sean touches the flatness of his top of his. Oh man. Yeah, well, hey. Some days tension plus coffee plus tension makes my body want to relax with a yawn. Sean touched the top of his flat top. his green neon socks. Sean touched the top of his flat top. The tip. The tips. And pulled his green neon socks up to his knees. Well, what is J? Turned. I feel like even like the hands out to the side are like kind of representational. Man, I'm not getting the headshots very well. There we go. Of course, that headshot really launches it too. All right, I need to write. Stepped. That's right. Humans burp. Sean touched the tips. Let's go present tense. Sean touches the tips of his flat top and pulls his green neon socks up to his knees. Let's have that to begin with. We're not going to have long, witty dialogue about a bunch of young teenagers playing hacky sack. While we had some very interesting conversations, I wouldn't say they were bordering on brilliance. Maybe a distant horizon of brilliance, but still. We should let's get rid of that. We should All right, so we at least have. He's got a muscle shirt on too. That's totally a blonde flat top. That's green. That's green in my eyes. It looks almost like green as the grass. Man, yeah. Summer's in the 80s, and your dress you would wear considered obscene by some these days. At least what the teenage boys and older men were wearing. Yeah, no such thing as baggy shorts. At least not until what was called the clam diggers. I remember because they came from California. Even the West was inundated with fashion. I don't know who the hell. It's just a name. Like they were called Bermuda shorts or clam diggers because they were so long and you wore them while you're digging clams, I guess. I never dug clams in them, and I still have never dug clams, so I can't say that's what one needs. But I would imagine if you're digging clams that there's going to be some sort of water washing up on the beach. So you'd want to wear something that's not necessary, and the wind's blowing maybe. So you want to wear something that maybe covers and goes down below your knees, but not necessarily to your shin or your foot, because it'd get wet. So they're in a hacky circle, and that sound man that's jamming. There's some music playing in the background. We should do like a summer game, so maybe this ain't gonna last that long. I got 52 minutes, but I think I can get this going. California Games. We're not going to have Sean. We're going to have next person's going to talk. I like in the hacky circle. Like the talking stick. Instead it's the talking hacky. I think I already did this. But let's get rid of the J. Flexes his arms. And a striped muscle shirt. And knees the falling hacky. I'm gonna put an E. I'll get this some other time if this ever goes anywhere else. I know what I mean. And I will know what I mean when I read this in the future. So right now I'm gonna try to like do a hacky circle. And we already know the end. J side steps. I might do this up here. Maybe they're so good they can have to do like different hacky moves. Maybe. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit more. Man, sounds not bad, but I've heard better. And I've heard a lot worse. Probably more worse than this is probably in about the middle of sounds as far as background sounds of games that I played and liked. So we got it in the air. We should do like a California Games, like have people come watch. J side steps. We'll say, let's get the other character in. Oh, there seem to be a few Blakes in my life. Let's go with Blake. Just throw that out there. As far as people I know, I think I've known at least 3 Blakes, which is a decent amount of Blakes. Like, knew them. Not just they were my friends in the neighborhood. 2 of them were different parts of the neighborhood, because when you're young, at least back in the day, if someone was in a subdivision a quarter mile away, they were a whole different friend circle until you reached maybe junior high. Because you only had your bike or running to get around. And you didn't have even the phone. You know, back in the 80s, you were special if you had two-way phone to where you could, or three-way. You had call waiting, where if there's a beep, you could go on the other and answer the phone at least. But that came later in life. In the late 90s, you could have the three-way, so you could like call 3 different people and be on the same conversation, but that cost more money from the phone company. Wasn't until like mid-90s until I actually had a pager, and that was because of the money job work. We should like Sean's toe tip, slaps the hacky, rolling it on the tip top of his toes, and he foot slaps the hacky into the air in the center of 3-person hacky circle. Into the air and in the center. We should do like a California Games, like have people come watch. Okay, it's like short sentences because their attention. Like some people could talk and play hacky really well. To me, I'd have to like just play hacky. I wasn't bad, but damn it, I wasn't as good as some people. Yeah. So Blake steps and lifts his knee. Hitting the hacky at J. Saying, like what games? California Games in Utah. Hitting the hacky at J. Blake steps and lifts his knee, hitting the hacky with J, saying California Games in Utah. We could do skate. Quarter pipe. Side steps. Could use Brad's quarter pipe for like J side steps, jumps. I should put this in the present tense because it's a game. Hitting the hacky with his head. Jay sidesteps, jumps, hits the hacky with his head. Okay. That kind of works. For like a game. Dude, like, who gets it now? Let's go back to Blake. I know, dash M, dash N, dash M. God. Be the death of me. Dude, like, Dude, like, who am I doing? Blake? Hacky with his toe and flips it up and hits it with his knee. Sending it to Sean. Because they're probably, in the 80s, it wasn't mountain bikes, it was BMX. I mean, that's what it would have been. Like, absolutely. So I guess, yeah, I mean, there are definitely like hills we get on, you know, the classic sort of BMX bike looking thing. They weren't always brand. BMX was a brand. I think, yeah. Like, what was it? Like, Mongoose was a dirt bike back then. God, they were expensive. But if you wanted to go dirt bike riding, which we did, they weren't like mountain bikes. And there were definitely trails we went on. I wasn't like, and there were races that people had because there was lots of land growing up. I remember in a place called Closure Hills. You'd ride your bike for about a quarter mile up a hill, and there's a large empty plot of land where houses were slowly being built. And one of the land plots that still existed had a dirt track on it for bikes. And jumps for BMX. And then there was the hill that went down near the freeway that you could speed down real fast. Hopefully you didn't wreck. You're not wearing a helmet. You're not wearing pads. And you're on a slippery, rocky slope as it is. And when you hit the ground running, or riding rather, you follow this dirt trail, and there are two different jumps. One jump launched you like high in the air, and then the other jump launched you forward. The high in the air one I never did because there was too many people that launched it, hit weird, and then if you didn't stop in time, you'd fall into this river for the irrigation ditch. Of which one time in that same area, we used a old bike and we created a dam, and we dammed the irrigation so it flooded out into this small plain, just for fun. I don't know, we were bored. Biking, yeah. So maybe like to dirt bike. Up on Closure Hills. I think of that name like, I don't even, to me that's such an iconic name, but it means, I don't even know what the word means anymore. I think it was closure, but I don't know. Closure Hills. I feel like that's probably what the name of the developer made it. And it was just like, let's have finished sentences. All Sean's gonna say is like maybe. Because if khaki is gonna go from Blake, this will be Jay. It says, there we are. Yeah, crazy. All right, so Jay says, let's go to the dirt bike, not racing track. We could do dirt bike racing up on Closure Hills track. That's fun. And then, wow. Blake. Well, no. Who, Sean? Turns around. What is it like? Like flips leg. Sean flips lower leg to the side. Oh, excuse me again. Hey, sometimes breath is needed. My body's like deep in, deep out. Well, Sean flips his lower leg to the side, slamming the hacky with the side of his foot. Then turns a half circle and hits the hacky. With his heel. Heel. I almost stopped and wrote heel, and then I almost did heel, and now I've got the right heel. Hits the hacky with his heel. Hacky flies. Dude, says Jay. That's rad. Okay, so dude, smiles Jay. That's rad. Blake hits the hacky between these. Whereas, did I already mention the quarter pipe? No. I think I did. Wait, maybe I did. Yeah. Where would you do surfing though? You wouldn't. Oh wait, there was a. I think that was. That had been the 80s. Because yeah, it was definitely the 80s. They did have the wave pool. When did man start coming around? Because it used to be dude, and radical was something said. That's rad, radical. Hey dude, hey man. I think man came a little bit later. It was like the 90s. Like, yeah. Where a few channels created our memes. 3 or 4 at first. Then cable came. Like, you're shocked at the amount of different choices you have. So Blake steps and lifts. So we gotta think of the. We could rent the wave pool. Surf. Dude. Surf. surfing, dude. I think I know how I'm going to end this. Flips the hacky at Blake. And lowers at the waist. The hacky lands. In the center of his flat top. Cool, dude. It's rad. Blake straightens neck and lowers at the waist. The hacky lands in the center of his flat top. Cool, says Sean. Says... He tilts head back. And the hacky slowly rolls. He lifts his lower leg while looking at Wait. Sean says. Wait, who's the main character? Sean. Sean's got the flat top. That's an important thing to make sure. We'll say Jay says this. Oh, wait, no. I can have Sean. Oh, wait, I do have Blake. Okay. Arcs over his back. I think I've reached the end nearly. I feel like I got this. Maybe I don't. I need to get that, at least his muscle shirt in for Sean or somebody. Maybe that could be after what he does afterwards. Thinking about California games. Lands in the grass. That's it. That's the story. I'm going to play this game a little more because it's fun. This is one of the more enjoyable games. I like how it comes in from the side too. That was a nice side shot. There you go. Man, I'm trying too much. Oh, that was cool. Man, that's really fun. Let's go. Headshot, headshot, headshot. There we go. I was never bad, but I was never... Man, some just... Like the hacky was on a string and... Yeah. I like the way they got the arms because that's like very sort of like the balance. Sometimes I see people really get into it. And okay, yes. I want to try to do a back one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's flip around. Oh man, that's hard. All right, let's try this one more time. Back, front. Oh man. One more time. I guess you can't heel kick it. Though I've known people that were... God, I swear I saw people heel kick it before. There we go. There we go. Oh, I did it. Okay. I'm actually happy with what I just did. So I'm going to end there. End on a high note and read this video game flash fiction story inspired by California games. If you're an Atari 2600 fan or like old retro games, I highly suggest this one. This could be fun because it's got games like this. You can do half pipe. You can do BMX downhill racing. Boom! That game alone is fun. And then some surfing, which I'm not good at. Let's just kind of let it go. And they went over the wave. That was a fun game. California games. I hope this reads well. We'll find out. I'm going to read this aloud. This is California games. California games. Sean touches the tips of his blonde flat top and pulls his green neon socks up to his knees. We should like Sean's toe tip slaps the hacky, rolling it on the tip top of his toes, and he foot slaps the hacky into the air, into the center of the three-person hacky circle. We should do like a California Games. Blake steps and lifts his knees, hitting the hacky at Jay, saying California Games in Utah? We could use Brad's quarter pipe for like Jay sidesteps, jumps, hits the hacky with his head for like a game. Dude, like Blake hits the hacky with his toe and flips. Blake hits the hacky with his toe. Man, I lost my... I'm going to read that again. Blake hits the hacky with his toe and flips it. Where'd that jump up? Yeah, my scrolling today is terrible. I apologize. Oh man, my knee itches like there's no tomorrow right now. I'm trying to ignore it. I really am, but I just want to go and scratch it. So, yeah. The human body. It's distracting. Let's go ahead and try to read this California Games. California Games. Sean touches the tips of his blonde flat top and pulls his knee. It's one of those days. California Games. Sean touches the tips of his blonde flat top and pulls his green neon socks up to his knees. We should like Sean's toe top slaps the hacky, rolling it on the tip top of his toes, and he foot slaps the hacky into the air in the center of the three-person hacky circle. We should do like a California Games. Blake steps and lifts his knee, hitting the hacky at Jay, saying California Games in Utah? We could use Brad's quarter pipe for like Jay sidesteps and jumps, hits the hacky with his head for like dude, like Blake hits the hacky with his toe and flips it up and hits his knee, sending it to Sean. Like maybe, Jay says, like maybe we could do dirt bike racing up Closure Hills track. While Sean flips his lower leg to the side, slamming the hacky with his foot to turn a half circle and hits the hacky with his head. Dude, smiles Jay, that's rad. Blake hits the hacky from knee to knee. We could rent the wave pool. Surfing, dude. Jay flips the hacky to Blake. Blake straightens his neck and lowers his waist. The hacky lands in the center of his flat top. Cool, says Jay. We could have points for like head stalls and knee hits and toe slaps. Blake looks at Sean and Jay. He tilts his head back. Then the hacky slowly rolls and falls behind. Blake lifts his lower leg while saying, like, what's these points? His heel hits the hacky, and the hacky arcs over his back and into the center of the trio. Score! Sean flexes his arms exposed from his striped muscle shirt. The hacky falls, and Sean, Blake, and Jay all hesitate, thinking about California Games and all the girls that will come watch them play, and maybe they could be on TV and make some money and become famous, or just make the news. The hacky lands in the grass at the center of the hacky circle. It was a fun game. Write the story. Play the game. Should be play the games, but and that was video game flash fiction for today. The game called California Games. Highly recommend checking it out if you're into retro gaming. It's one of the better ones I've ever played. And with that, let's try to gamify life a little bit. Maybe it'll make it more enjoyable, or at least make it feel like you're succeeding. Sometimes that works for me, and sometimes it doesn't.